Action!
Welcome to tonight's episode of this show. As it has been for the past 41 weeks, this week was marked by yet more insight into the mind of Donald J. via his Twitter. Do you remember your first social media account, when you would overshare everything and then look back at it and delete it? When you were older? It appears that Trump has yet to reach the phase where he realizes that tweeting things like "con fefe" is just a tad embarrassing. If Trump's conduct on Twitter doesn't remind you of a child, take a look at his hands. Trump has spent his time in Japan tweeting about the corruption of the DNC. He also shared a brilliant idea that Japan should make cars in America. A brilliant plan that someone has already come up with and executed. It looks like Melania gave him a few lessons on running the nation. When you can't beat them, steal them. Trump's mental health-centered response to the white shooter at Sutherland Springs paled in comparison to his many tweets threatening the Uzbek Muslim responsible for the New York attack last week, as well as any hopeful Muslim immigrants.
Action!
In recent news, the $300 million deal between Puerto Rico and a small electric company, Whitefish, was canceled in light of the overwhelming criticism of its impracticality and what are suspected to be personal ties. Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke has faced probing from the media and its onlookers about his connection to the Whitefish and its namesake, where Zinke was born and raised. Just a quick recap. Since the catastrophic damage to Puerto Rico by what are supposed to be climate-related hurricanes and tropical storms, the U.S. government has been scrambling to repair the fouled power lines and light the millions of homes in the dark. Now, there are 3.4 million people in Puerto Rico, and the average is 3.1 people per household. So here's a quick math problem for our viewers. How many months would it take all 2 Whitefish employees to provide power to this entire territory of Puerto Rico? Since what has been dubbed by the internet at large as Whitefish Gate, the FBI launched an investigation into the deal. According to Hill reporters Rebecca Savransky and Timothy Kama, neither Whitefish nor the FBI has commented on the investigation. Here, do you want to do that again? Because I messed up.
Action!
With the recent updates on the connection between the Trump campaign and administration and Russian intelligence comes a fractured and muddied White House. Despite clear evidence provided by the FBI, Trump and the White House deny any hint of collusion or involvement with Russia. As Trump so eloquently put it, also, there is no collusion. At any and every opportunity, Trump deflected any collusion accusations by pointing to the flaws in the DNC. Sounds a bit like white queer people anytime they do anything racist, no? They are like, but look at all the homophobic people. They are all homophobic. Doesn't make you any less racist. Anyways, this recent denial is simply the icing on the cake. That is the incompetence of the White House. Perhaps the smartest move is for the White House to follow in the footsteps of a certain former Twitter employee and disable Trump's Twitter. Although if the White House did that, he would have no idea who to blame every time the Trump administration does something wrong.